Hi Blues, this is Saumit Talks Chelsea and welcome back to another transfer talk video on my channel. First off, I would like to welcome all the new subscribers to my channel. I'm really looking forward to interacting with you guys in the comment section and I really hope you enjoy all the Chelsea content that I'll be putting out for you guys. Anyways, you guys absolutely smashed the previous like target that I had set for you guys. So it's time for a new like target. Let's see if this particular video can reach 20 likes. So what are you waiting for? Give this video a like right now and click on the subscribe button if you haven't already. Anyways, we have so much news to discuss in today's transfer talk video. So like always, without much further ado, let's get started. So Blues, the first player that I'll be discussing with you guys today is none other than West Ham United captain Declan Rice. Earlier in the year, there were reports that West Ham would be demanding a fee close to £150 million from any club that are trying to sign him. But this stance has been changed recently, and according to the latest reports, West Ham would be willing to listen to offers close to the £75 million mark. So let's see what is the latest news regarding Declan Rice on Twitter. Let's go. So Blues, let's look at the latest news that Simon Phillips brings to us from Adam Newson, who is the chief Chelsea FC correspondent for Football London, so he's highly reliable Chelsea news. He says that Declan Rice remains a Chelsea target and Tuchel is a huge admirer of the midfielder who wasn't involved in the promotion of the Irons' latest kit release. It's believed negotiations could begin if a bid in excess of 75 million was submitted. Also, I found this really important stat on Twitter comparing Declan Rice, Rodri, Jorginho, and Fabinho. So this particular stat has been brought forward by CFC Koundé. So do make sure to give him a follow. So if we compare the appearances and minutes played, we can see that Rice is the clear winner. He has played 36 appearances for West Ham last season, which amounts to around 3,178 minutes. And we should make sure that he was hardly injured for last season. Also, when we compare the passes, we can see that Rice is the clear winner and compared to Jorginho that we have at Chelsea. Also, I'll just slowly scroll down so you'll be able to see the different stats. Compared to passes forward, Rice is also a clear winner. Compared to chances created, you can see Rice created less than Jorginho. And in respect to through balls, Rice is also lagging behind. With respect to interceptions and recoveries, we can see Rice has the most interceptions. And with respect to recoveries, he's also able to recover lost balls. And also with respect to duels won, he won 183 duels and lost 130 duels. So Blues, now coming to what I think about Declan Rice. Personally, I think Rice is a really good player. We should not forget that he has been captaining West Ham United for the last 2 seasons. And without his leadership, I don't think West Ham would be in the current position that they are. They got Europa League football last season, and this season, they have successfully registered themselves for the Europa Conference League. Also, I think Declan Rice has good reactions. He's strong physically, and most important that he's Premier League proven and that he's definitely not injury prone. And also, I would like to point to the stat that Declan Rice played 36 games out of 38 for West Ham United, which is a really good number. We know at Chelsea that we have two defensive midfielders in Kante and Jorginho, and the problem with Kante is that he was really super for 3 to 4 years when we signed him, but last season we have seen how injury prone he is, and because of this, for most of the games that we didn't have him, we only had to rely on Jorginho and maybe even Ruben Loftus-Cheek to fill up that position. Now, with even Jorginho's future uncertain, there are reports that Jorginho could be going back to Italy. Like Kante, he only has 1 year left in his Chelsea contract, so we definitely should not lose him on a fee. At this point, based on the investment, I definitely think that a fee in the range of 75 to 80 million or maybe even 90 is justified for Declan Rice. We can see that players like Frankie de Jong are going to be sold to Manchester United from Barcelona for 80 million. So what is stopping Chelsea from spending that much money, right? The main thing regarding Declan Rice is that he has been a Chelsea Youth Academy product, and I definitely think he has unfinished business at Chelsea. He wants to prove himself at Chelsea. Also, his main striking feature is that he's injury-free. Over a period of season, when we know that Chelsea will be competing in 3 to 4 trophies, which are Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, we need players who remain injury-free. So if we go for Declan Rice, I would not be against this particular plan. So let's see how this particular transfer goes. But even Tuchel liking him, I don't think it would be a problem for a Chelsea board to sign him. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope Declan Rice becomes a Blue this season. So Blues, now we'll move to the next player that we'll be discussing in today's transfer talk video. It's Kalidou Koulibaly, the Senegalese centre-back from Napoli. According to recent reports, Todd Boehly, the new Chelsea owner, has instructed Chelsea to send Koulibaly a really lucrative offer. We should not forget that Kalidou only has 1 year left on his Napoli deal, so it looks like Napoli will have to eventually sell him this season, or else they will lose out on him for free. So let's go to Twitter to see the exact details of the contract that Chelsea have sent him. So Blues, we have news again from Simon Phillips, and this time he's quoting Gazzetta dello Sport, which is a really popular news outlet in Italy, and they say that Chelsea have sent Kalidou Koulibaly a 10 million euro net per season offer, and is valued at 40 million euros. And the Sun Chelsea report that Chelsea are offering 34 million pound rated Napoli ace Kalidou Koulibaly 8.5 million pounds a year contract. And if we look at what Fabrizio Romano has to say, he says that Kalidou Koulibaly has said that I won't lie to you. I don't know what's going to happen with my future. I was focused on Senegal, and now we'll see what happens. Koulibaly's contract expires in June 2023. Napoli are waiting for final answer after new deal proposal. So Blues, now coming to what are my thoughts on this Kalidou Koulibaly move. Personally, I'm just tired with all these links between Chelsea and Koulibaly. I have seen these links with Koulibaly for the past 6 or 7 seasons now, and every season we try to sign him, but eventually we fail. But it looks like this time Chelsea are really hopeful that they would be able to seal this deal. On a serious note, I definitely think we need some good replacement for Rudiger, who left Chelsea on a free this summer window. And I cannot think of many good left centre backs currently available in the market who are as versatile and who have as much experience as Koulibaly. He has been a top centre back for Napoli for so many years now. And the good thing about Koulibaly is that he's 30 years old, so that's not too old for a defender. We have players like Thiago Silva who are 37 years old. So when we compare Koulibaly with that, I definitely think we have about 3 or 4 good years out of Koulibaly where he can give some top performances for Chelsea. Also, I think that if we sign Koulibaly, there could be some good link up between Koulibaly and the Senegalese goalkeeper Edouard Mendy. They both play for the same Senegalese national team, and I think the natural link up play and chemistry would really benefit Chelsea's backline. Also, with just 1 year left in his current deal, I think Napoli will have no other option. They either lose him for free next summer or they are able to cash in and get some money out of him. So I definitely think this season would be Kalidou Koulibaly's last season at Napoli and he would be on the move. Let's just hope that Kalidou Koulibaly signs for Chelsea and Chelsea can wrap up this deal as soon as possible. So Blues, now coming to the last player that I'll be discussing in today's transfer talk video, it's none other than a Captain Fantastic, Cesar Azpilicueta. Let's jump on to Twitter one last time to see what is the latest news regarding him. So Blues, CFC Pies, a reliable GG source, brings us news from Matt Lord and Telefootball, and he says that Thomas Tuchel is sweating over the future of his captain, Cesar Azpilicueta. Sources claim that Azpilicueta was preparing to say farewell to Chelsea, but the change of owners and the losses of Christensen and Rudiger has complicated things. Pies also says that Nathan Gissing, the owner of CFC fan page on Instagram, says that Chelsea are ready to sell Alonso and Alonso wants to leave. Chelsea won't keep Azpi, but he has had a verbal agreement in place with Barca even before the sanctions. And Fabrizio Romano, our transfer guru, says that Barcelona are still working on Marcos Alonso deal. No doubts on player side. Potential agreement ready on personal terms with Barca. Still waiting to find solution with Chelsea. And Barca are also hoping to receive final answer from Cesar Azpilicueta soon. So Blues, now coming to what are my thoughts on Cesar Azpilicueta. Personally, I'm a guy who holds an opinion that goodbyes are always difficult. And in case of Cesar Azpilicueta, I think it would be extra difficult. I remember when we had signed him from Marseille about 9 years back, he wasn't someone who was highly rated. We signed him for 7 million, but what worth he has been. He has completely fulfilled what all the expectations that we had from him. And personally, I would consider him a Chelsea legend. I consider him in the same likes to Drogba, Frank Lampard, John Terry, and in all rights, I think Cesar Azpilicueta should be considered a Chelsea legend. But realistically, if I have to talk about performances, recently his performances haven't been that good. We know he's about 31, 32 years old and he hasn't got the legs for Premier League. Premier League is a really physical, competitive and fast-paced league. And I've seen Azpilicueta really struggling in the last few seasons. So even though I care more about the club than the player and I would want us to replace Azpilicueta, but I definitely think it will be difficult replacing him because he's not just a player. He has such a high regard among players in the dressing room. He's the captain of the football club. And apart from his player duties, he's also managing his captaining duties well. And I definitely think that's the reason why Tuchel wants him to stay. He wants his leadership and the control that he has over the players. So personally, I don't think it would be too difficult to even keep Azpilicueta for one more season. But realistically, I think he will move on. On a financial basis, Barcelona are offering him a really good financial package where he'll get more than just to play. And at Chelsea, his playing time would be reduced. So as far as Alonso is concerned, yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with Alonso leaving. But Azpilicueta, this is a real tough one. Let's see what happens with him. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you think we should sell Azpilicueta or we should keep him just for one more season? So Blues, that's all the transfer news that I wanted to bring to you guys in today's Transfer Talk video. I really hope you enjoyed today's content and I would love to hear from you guys. Let me know what are your thoughts regarding these three players that I discussed in the comment section down below. Also, before leaving, I would like to request you guys to give this video a like, click on the subscribe button if you haven't already, and turn on your bell notifications so you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. Also, Blues, my Twitter handle is @SaumitTalkCFC, so you can follow me there and stay in touch with all of my latest tweets. Like always, until next time, take care, Blues, and see you soon. Goodbye.